I'm very proud of the service that I've provided to Santa Clara County, and I can say that I'm proud to be a public servant here. All too often we read about the problems and mistakes that are made in our organization, and it's true that we're far from perfect, but what isn't recognized is the great work that goes on every day.
Gary was a true public servant in every wonderful sense of the word. He led with empathy, with a deep commitment to service to everyone in the community. He was an extraordinary shepherd of the county's financial health and well-being, and just laid such an incredible foundation for so many of the successes that we had both during his tenure and in the years that followed.
These were in Gary's office. These are Gary's budget books. From 1984 through 2016, Gary was the heart of each budget for our county organization. But the thing that really, I think, means the most to me about Gary was the fact that he would take the time, that he cared in investing in the next generation of leaders in this organization. He loved the county organization.
There are few people who can walk away from a career knowing that they didn't just touch a lot of lives, they didn't just touch hundreds of lives, they didn't just positively impact tens of thousands of lives, but that they positively impacted millions of lives.
The work that Gary just instilled was creativity and innovation. We are here at the San Jose Reentry Resource Center, and back in 2011, he brought in key stakeholders to envision what would be a multi-service center for folks that were coming out of jail and folks coming out of prison. And so with his leadership, we were able to create a multi-purpose center. Not only do we have one here in San Jose, but one in Gilroy, and that's because of Gary's leadership and his trust.
Santa Clara County, our community, has one of the most effective supportive housing systems in the country, and that could not have happened without Gary Graves. And in those early days, it was just me, Jen Loving, a few others working on it, and Gary's leadership, his guidance, his, I would say even his sort of passion or recognition of the need in this area really paved the way for us to create a system that has helped tens of thousands of people.
I love Gary. I love Gary. I love a lot of things about him, but once he understood what the problem was, he would do whatever it took to fix it. And for someone in a high level of bureaucracy to have someone say, "I got this, I'm gonna fix it," I think it's so important. And he had that quality, and it was just one of my favorite people to get to work with.
Gary stands out as someone who just got the job done. He was very comfortable about the occasional difference of opinion, but he was also very clear about, here's how it is. And he'd tell you, here's how it is. And if you wanted someone who would tell it like it is, call him as you saw him, all those great cliches, that was Gary. He was the guy who made sure you had the facts at hand. And that was, in my experience, invaluable, and I want to thank him for that.
What I've done is just put together a couple of slides here just to get us started, because pictures are always more fun to look at.
He never took himself too seriously, which was a wonderful leadership quality to have as well. He had a good sense of humor. We used to laugh sometimes when there'd be a board meeting and we could see him putting his head down, which meant, oh, here we go.
$150 million over 5 years.
Right, but because the cost recurs, so
I think people will remember most how balanced he was. I mean, he was a dad and he was a husband. He was a role model. People thought of him as a role model.
Gary was a unique person. He spent all of his life caring for people, particularly his family. Every time you'd talk to him about his family, his face would light up and he'd have a big smile. But he also cared for all of the county and all of the employees, particularly all the clients. He tended to all of the people he loved, just like he tends to his garden. And I don't really think he's gone. He's really just in another realm, caring for all of us again.
Asked us to come back with a very hard and fast plan. We can do that in time for the budget hearings. So I think it's really kind of open at this point, depending on what the board wants to do.
I would like it to be today.
Yeah, well, I have a sense, again, as we hear from the other supervisors, that
Today
that we do want that.
Gary would always end up meetings with a big laugh, and he had just something so special in him, and the kind heart that he had just made us all feel so special. I feel blessed, and I'm very thankful to him, because thanks to him, I am where I am, and I am who I am. I've learned so much from Gary. I will miss him very much.
Once again, thank you very much for the kind words and the support that all of you have shown. It's really been an honor to work for this county. Thank you.